Have you ever feel like it is too late to start? Whether it's pursuing a new career, learning a skill, or making a change, we often feel like time has passed us by. We hesitate, we doubt ourselves, and sometimes we convince ourselves that starting now wouldn't make a difference. But here's the truth. The time will pass anyway. The question isn't whether it's too late. The question is, what will you do with the time that's going to pass regardless? We live in a world that places so much emphasis on early success. We hear about child prodigies, young CEOs, and people who seem to achieve greatness before they even reach adulthood. And while those stories are inspiring, they also create a false belief that if we haven't achieved something by a certain age, we've missed our chance. But think about this. The world is full of stories of people who started late and still achieved incredible things. Colonel Sanders didn't start KFC until he was 65 years old. Vera Wang didn't enter the fashion industry until she was 40. Henry Ford was nearly 40 when he founded Ford Motor Company. Grandma Moses started painting at 78 and became a world-renowned artist. None of these people let the thought of too late stop them. They understood something crucial. The time was going to pass whether they pursued their dreams or not, so why not pursue them? Now let's think about the opposite scenario. What happens when we let fear and doubt hold us back? Imagine yourself 10 years from now. You look back at today and you realize that you could have started something, but you didn't. Maybe you wanted to learn a new language, but you thought, I'll be too old by the time I'm fluent. Or maybe you wanted to switch careers, but you told yourself, by the time I get the degree, I'll be 40, 50, 60 years old. But guess what? You're going to reach that age anyway. The only difference is whether you'll reach it with a new skill, a new passion, a new career, or with regret. Regret doesn't come from failing. It comes from never trying. Now, you might be thinking, okay, I get it. It's not too late. But how do I start? The answer is simple. Start small. Too often, we think that making a change means we have to go all in immediately. But that's not true. Success isn't about how fast you start. It's about how consistently you keep going. Want to get fit? Start with a 10-minute walk every day. Want to write a book? Start with one sentence. Want to switch careers? Take an online class after work or in your spare time. The key is to start, no matter how small, because small steps add up to big changes over time. But we can't deny that one of the biggest reasons we hesitate to start is fear. Fear of failing, fear of looking foolish, fear of not being good enough. But let's ask ourselves this. What's worse, failing or never trying at all? Failure is part of growth. It teaches us, shapes us, and helps us improve. The only real failure is letting fear stop you from even trying. Think about a child learning to walk. They fall dozens of times, but they never say, maybe walking just isn't for me. They keep trying until they succeed. That's the mindset we need to embrace. Falling isn't failing. Staying down is. So, what is it that you've been putting off? What dream, goal, or change have you been telling yourself it's too late for? I want you to think about that thing right now. And I want you to ask yourself, where could I be a year from now if I just started today? Because the truth is, a year will pass whether you start or not. 5 years will pass. 10 years will pass. The time is going to pass anyway. The question is, will you spend that time wishing or will you spend it doing? And please always remember this. It's never too late. It's only too late if you never start. Your future self is counting on you to take that first step today. Because one day you'll look back on this moment and you'll either be grateful that you started or you'll wish that you had. The time will pass anyway, so make it count.